guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my lovely friend.
I'm in Asia.
And today we're going to be doing a little mukbang courtesy of Chef Anasia.
I'm not really a chef.
Got the little biscuits on deck, okay? So we're just going to talk, eat, you know how these mukbangs go, and whatever comes to heart, we'll just speak up on. So be blessed. Enjoy our smacking of the food. One of the things that we're going to speak about today is friendships.
Wow. Is it good?
Alright, so have this misconstrued version of what friendships look like. I guess because oftentimes we place our friendships on a pedestal, and part of it is also because we're looking for something out of the friend that the friend can't give us, that only God can give. So what do you think?
I definitely agree with that statement. I feel like oftentimes, like you said, like we place such high standards or expectations on people that are quite honestly unrealistic when it comes to friendships sometimes. And the things that we could be looking in that friendship, we should be looking to God for. Like, you know, a lot of people can become dependent and even have a soul tie in a friendship, where it's like it becomes unhealthy to a certain extent. So I definitely agree with that. I'm still learning this whole friendship thing myself. If you know me, you know I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Work in progress.
Work in progress. As we all are. We're fully perfect at, or we will ever be fully.
And I'm working on it in terms of being consistent. Because I'm that person where it's like, I don't have to talk to you for 2 weeks, but I still feel like we're good. And I know that's not the way that a lot of people do relationship.
Yeah. That's good that you brought that up, because I also feel like that's another point that I want to touch on. Is like not communicating in friendships or relationships what you expect or what you desire. I think that friendships and relationships kind of like go hand in hand, because you know, like it's pretty much the same, except like, you know, some things.
I love you.
Yeah, like they'll do a little different. But in terms of going into the friendship or relationship without communicating your desires or your needs as the friend, so many things that some people might just think that that's okay. Like they wouldn't, I mean, if you don't say it, then how would I know? Like that bothers you. So I think just really communicating, like, look, this is what I expect out of a friend. This is how I feel loved. This is how I feel accepted. I don't feel accepted. I don't feel loved when you do X, Y, and Z. And without these communications and really stepping out of like your emotions and putting your emotions behind you, then would you ever feel accepted in that friendship? Because at the end of the day, we're accepted by God, so it don't matter. But when it comes to friendships, you just need to really like speak on what it is that bothers you, and even in relationships.
I definitely agree. Couldn't agree more. Communication is so important, regardless of the type of relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic. Like, you need to be able to communicate, and you can't expect someone to be a mind reader. I know that for me personally, something I used to struggle with was communicating. I would just, you know, expect people to know what was wrong with me, or expect people to know how I was feeling, or things that I wanted them to change. And it's like, that's just not real. Like,
right.
You just, like, how are they gonna know unless you tell them? So I really had to just start speaking. Like, I had to start talking. And I feel like one of the things that held me back was the ability to be transparent, which stifled my ability to communicate effectively. So yeah, you just like, if something's bothering you, or even if you like something, just like, oh, you know, like I like when you do that, like it makes me feel good, or like
yeah, that's good. Definitely communication. Communicate what you desire, what you expect out of your friendships, your relationships, and most importantly, understand that our friends are not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We're not perfect.
Right.
If we can't fulfill certain small things for our friends, what makes us think that our friends can fulfill everything or every need or every desire? Because essentially that's why Jesus is present in our lives. So yeah, just like really understanding our friends aren't perfect. They're gonna make mistakes. They're probably not going to get it right on the first time. Let me tell y'all, back then
They didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They
now
don't
allow
want
me, and that's
Wait. Sorry.
no, for real though. Some time ago, right? I was a friend where this was probably all up until like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 1 month ago.
It's okay.
Look, I was a friend where you had one chance, and it was a subconscious thing. It wasn't something that's like, oh, she got one more time, but it's just like I always gave people one strike
Like,
naturally. Yeah, so like they can do something like the smallest thing that I didn't like, but instead of communicating, you done, and like I'm mentally checking out of the friendship. So like it's not like I would cut them off, but like I have no interest in being your friend anymore because you did whatever you did, when it was not even that big of a deal. It was something that I could have communicated and said like, I don't like when you do this. People that just they don't feel like communicating, so they just cut off the friendship and just hopes that whatever the next person won't be like that.
Like maybe they'll get it.
Yeah, maybe
without
they'll
me
get
saying it.
Yeah, and it's just like, does that really make sense? Like when I think about it, it's just like, how would I expect this person to meet that need or desire of mine if I never communicated it?
And that's like, I mean, that's doing yourself a disservice, because it's like that could have been like a popping relationship, like a great relationship, and because they didn't get this one thing right,
Yeah.
that's unfair.
Yeah.
To them and to yourself, because you could be missing out.
Yeah. That's true. A lot of friendships nowadays, in this generation at least, it's really built upon
That cutoff mentality.
Yeah. And relationships on top of that as well. I don't think just friendships.
God.
Yeah. I think that it's also relationships also that are stuck on people being perfect and people getting things right.
You don't know like who you are, and your identifier becomes a person. Like when that person leaves, it's like, okay, well now what do I do? What do I even like? Like what shows do I watch? Like, like everything you did was wrapped up in them and what you guys like to do together, or what they liked, or how you guys, formed the relationship to begin with. That when that person's gone, it's like, okay, well now I feel lost because I don't know who I am.
All right.
Yeah, that is a real thing. Definitely a real life thing. And that just like that dependency.
Yeah,
it's just
on another
like
person.
And that's just so much weight for them to bear too, because essentially you're making them your God, because like that's who you go to for this. When you need advice, you go to them. When you need help, you go to them. When you feel inside, you go to them. Like, and that's an extreme amount of pressure that you put on them. And then like that's stuff that you should be going to God about, like, because they don't got the answers with. Like, they're not gonna have all the answers, and they're not gonna be able to fix your problems, and they're not gonna be able to heal you. And it's just like, why are we wasting time here? Like, I don't know.
So, when it comes to like the identity portion, we are, just like Anisha said, I think that as we expect so much out of people that they probably can't meet it to its entirety, thing that we're looking for in this person that it's unable to give. So it could be a magnitude of different things, like maybe we're looking for the love that our parents never gave us, or like looking for acceptance that we felt rejected at school from our families, like whatever the case may be. Like we're looking for that set love and acceptance. And I just thought of one time where in like middle school age, or around that age group, but like everybody has a lot of cliques in middle school, I feel like. And if you wasn't in a little group, you were bound to feel separated. Like that was just it, because little groups sat together at the lunch table, and like there was always a few kids that were sitting alone by themselves. But even in being in like big groups, because I've always had like big groups of friends in middle school, but at the same time, it was moments where even in the midst of the big group, like I felt alone. It's like, I don't even know how to really explain it, but even growing up, it's like I've always been in big groups, but still felt alone, still felt like I wasn't getting what I needed to get out of my friendships, sound advice, because if they don't know, they can't give you that advice. And that's like one of the major things about friendships is friendships are supposed to be accountability. They're supposed to pour into you. They're supposed to not only hold you accountable for like your actions and the things that you do, but also really be there for you. And not like, I have friends that will actually tell me like, girl, go drink, let's go to this party, like, oh, you better go talk to him, like, leave that boy alone, go talk to him then. And it's just like, how does that help me though internally? Like, how does that help me deal with what I'm going through? Because at the end of the day, after I finish smoking, drinking, go do what I'm
still gonna be there.
It's still gonna be there. So it's like, yeah. What would you say to people that, or girls, boys that maybe see this, that has a group of friendships that they feel like they're not receiving as much as they would like to from their friendships, whether it's not receiving that advice or not feeling accepted or whatever.
Or mutual, like, it should be a mutual thing. It shouldn't be like, oh, well, I always have to do this for this person. I always have to do that. Like, there are some relationships where, yes, you may pour into someone significantly, but that shouldn't be the case for every relationship.
Right.
So I would just say definitely do like an inventory check and just reevaluate things. And is it something that you honestly really need? Like, tie with the person that's like, oh my god, like I've known them since 6th grade. Like I can't, like how can I just not be friends with them anymore? But it's like, what y'all even talk about now? Like y'all still talking about 6th grade stuff? Like,
come on.
I still have friends that I was friends with in college that I used to party with, except now like. They like if they were sitting right here, like they'd say like, we don't invite Asia to go out to the bar and stuff like that. No, she don't. That's not what she likes. She don't want to do it no more. So we're not gonna invite her to that. So it's not to say like, oh, they gotta go too. Like everyone, like some people, they'll like you'll be able to even influence. Like they'll be able to see your walk and how you've changed. And you could even plant seeds in that regard. Yeah. And then there's other people where it's just like, okay, you trying to get me to go back.
Be blessed. Check your circle. Check your friendships. Are they edifying you, or are they bringing you down?
And make sure that you're not dependent on someone, like so dependent that you lose yourself.
Yeah.
And if you don't know yourself, then just listen to me when I say don't get in a relationship, because then your identity is gonna be in that person.
Yeah.
And if they leave you,
you're
not gonna know what to do.
Yeah, that's facts and that's real. Even with friendships as well. Like we spoke about being dependent on friendships as well. If you really don't know your identity, you're gonna put all of that pressure on that person to complete you
and to be your God.
Yeah.
And people make terrible gods. So
yeah. And we can't. We really can never be perfect for anybody. So that's why we need Jesus. So all this to say is our identities are rooted in Christ. If you don't know who Christ is,
Kia, to learn more about Jesus, how to get saved.
I don't know. I didn't think about that.
Yes, maybe let's start head up Kia.
Yeah,
and then Kia will refer you to our home church, and then you can get plugged in.
Hit me up. Hit us up. Oh, let's talk. Okay. Thank you guys for watching this video. This just ended up being super long. I still got my tiny little piece of biscuit that I'm still
holding on to that thing. Like I'm holding on to the hem of his garment.
Okay. I gotta eat this part. I gotta eat that and then eat that.
You got it.
So thank you guys for watching. Woo! Jesus!